been another week, just over
week 2,
yeah,
in the bag.
Just over 2 weeks of doing this, and we are at Lake Tobesofkee in Macon, Georgia. So we made it over to, what is it, Sandy Beach area today.
So we're camped in the Arrowhead Park area. We drove down here from Cloudland Canyon in northwest Georgia, and now we're kind of like south central Georgia.
Yeah.
But really the whole purpose of being here is to get to see Andy and Sarah Jo and Hannah.
Yeah.
Which I think we've successfully done at this point.
Yeah.
We've had dinner at their house once, and they've had dinner at our house twice. So this is the 3rd time that we've hosted dinner in our tiny home on wheels.
Yeah. So far we have made fajita style like tacos twice and burgers once for other people. We've made burgers a couple times for us at this point. But the little like flat girdle outside is working pretty well actually. I think tonight we're going to do breakfast for dinner. So I think we're going to try our hand at baking maybe some eggs and some sausage, and
yeah, I'm excited about that. I think it'll be good on the griddle.
Yeah. So one of the funny things about our little camper is that the smoke detector is really sensitive.
Yeah, I think it's a little oversensitive. Although to be fair, we've only set it off on 2 distinct occasions in 2 weeks. So once per week, you know.
For somebody that doesn't really like loud noises, that's too many times. And it seems to always happen like at the worst time, which I guess there's never really a great time to set off a smoke detector. But one time we were making cinnamon toast, which is delicious, but apparently the camper did not like us making. And then
the crazy thing is like the toast wasn't burnt.
No, it was perfect.
The window was open and the exhaust fan was on. Like, what more do you want?
I don't know. And then the other time it was making pancakes, and that time as well, the exhaust was on, the window was open.
To be fair, that time it was actually legitimately smoky.
Okay, well, fair enough. The butter was smoking, so I suppose there's that. But I don't know. So it's been a process. I'm looking forward to, once it continues to warm up and it stays warm, that we'll be able to like stay cooking outside. That's really kind of what I'm looking forward to.
It does heat up the inside of the camper quite a bit, which with the weather we've been having is not altogether a bad thing.
No, not at all.
But yeah, it's been actually impressive, the things that we have cooked inside the little camper.
Yeah, it has been. So we kind of hit on it a little bit, and I'll incorporate the short little video. Good afternoon. It is Saturday, and it is travel day. And we're on our way south to Lake Tobesofkee.
In 1.5 miles, take exit 259 for I-285 west toward Birmingham, Tampa.
And we are in Atlanta with a camper.
There's a slowdown on I-285 south that is causing a delay. You can avoid it by going via I-75 south, which saves 1 minute.
Ooh, exciting. But yeah, just had to share this. So bumper to bumper traffic. It is moving, so we are thankful for that. But who needs coffee? That we took while driving through Atlanta. But no matter the time of day, and no matter really what you're driving, I don't love driving through Atlanta, and I don't think, Drew, you really liked driving through Atlanta. But driving with a camper, like a travel trailer, did not make it any better.
I mean, so there was some construction. I mean,
Yes.
It is Atlanta, that's to be expected.
It's 75, and 75 always has construction. It doesn't matter where.
It did go down from like, I don't know, 6 lanes to 2.
Yes.
And that wasn't too bad. We saw it coming, so we went ahead and did that. Some of the other drivers were a little crazier. But there was also some really kind drivers. We've run into a number of times where another driver was very considerate and just let us in. Sorry, yes. Ella is testing her bounds at the moment.
Yep.
So.
Something has caught her attention, and I'm not really sure what it is, other than the waves have started to crash. And we just went to the beach, and so she thinks we're at the normal ocean beach. And when the waves started lapping up on the beach, she like freaked out, and she's like, "Oh no, not this again!" Like she jumped out of her skin. And it doesn't help matters. There's seagulls here as well right now. And so it's really solidified that, hey, we're at the beach. We're not. We haven't made it there yet.
Although at the other end of the lake, we have a bunch of geese around us, and the geese are thoroughly unimpressed with Ella, which is kind of hilarious.
So we have a little like beach that's near where we're camping, and like every day we walk on it, and every morning the geese are not happy. They're very territorial of the beach, even though they're not on there when we go walk, but they don't care. So they'll come squawking or honking at us every morning to tell us that we're in their territory. And Ella just looks at them like, "What? I'm just sniffing around here. I'm just smelling. I'm not doing anything. Why don't you like me?" Like she really thinks everybody should be her friend. And doesn't quite understand it. So we haven't really seen a ton of wildlife here, actually, other than a little bit of birds.
No, it's a little bit too much in the city.
Yeah. It is a little bit too much in the city.
We have seen some really pretty blue finches, like vibrantly blue, and other birds.
Yeah, that has been pretty. But we survived driving, or me riding with an RV through Atlanta, and we made it to Lake Tobesofkee last Saturday. We got checked in. I don't think that they've done renovations to this place since the 70s.
Oh no, it was totally built in the 70s, and they haven't touched a thing.
No. We had the pleasure of, when we got here, our water spigot that you hook up to.
Oh, it's underground, which is unusual for an RV hookup. So you have to pull like the little plastic cover off to hook up underground. But see, the problem is drainage is not the strong suit of this campground.
No.
So full of water, so you have to bail it out in order to be able to see or make the connection.
Yes.
And then every couple days it fills back up with water, which I don't really feel great about, but
it's kind of funny. So aside from that, everything's been pretty good. Like we've had a few sets of neighbors come in and come out. We had a schoolie, or we still have a schoolie that's across the way from us.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. They're full-time in it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Just yesterday, I think, or Thursday night, we had somebody roll in with a converted like cargo van, or cargo trailer. So that's pretty cool. And he's got a cute little puppy dachshund who is adorable. Yeah, so all in all, it's been good. This was a short work week because it had MLK Day on it. So Monday.
Yeah, Monday was when we took the opportunity to work on the camper a little bit more with things as they've come up. So we're on our second faucet right now, but we need a third.
Yeah, we do.
So before we ever left out, the first faucet that came from the factory, the handle was loose.
Yeah.
Would not tighten because the threads were blown out. So we had it replaced. But now the replacement one leaks. And I took it apart to see where it was leaking from. And it has 3 O-rings in it. And all 3 of them were cut by whoever put the top on it. So we went on a hunt for O-rings, and apparently they were an odd size. Even though there was a wall of O-rings at the hardware store, they did not have that specific size.
No. We did manage to get some firewood, though.
So we're going to have to replace the faucet.
Yeah.
But it's working for right now.
Yeah. So...
and we got some firewood, and we did have a really nice fire last night. That was good.
That was really nice. So that was our Monday. I also discovered that cross-contamination is real. So because we had been running errands all day Monday, we decided we were going to cheat and we were going to pick up some fast food. And I ordered some French fries from Lindy's. And normally their French fries are safe.
But they came out with a new product, which sounds delicious. It's their garlic French fries.
And they use garlic oil, I'm pretty sure, because the level of reaction I had to them. I had to take over 4 Benadryl, and I still, it took me a couple days to stop having a reaction. And even now, even the slightest bit of, exposure I have, I'm still having a reaction. And that's 6 days later.
Yeah, the really wild thing about it is I don't think you actually got any of the garlic fries.
Mm-hmm.
I suspect that they just used the same scoop.
Yeah.
And that was enough transference.
Yeah. So it was bad. It was a little bit scary. So it really just drove home the fact that I should just cook my own food. It's better for us. And it reduces my likelihood of having some type of allergic reaction while we're out on the road. So, but it was a bummer. Because, home fries are okay, but there's just something good about, a fast food fry, or a restaurant fry. Aside from that, Tuesday, I painted for the first time, without having somebody, walk me through how to paint it, or a paint by numbers kit. Turned out really dark, but I think it's pretty for the very first one, and I don't completely hate it. I want to paint over it or throw it away, and Drew is talking and saying that we need to keep them all, and eventually we can pare them down. But
I just think that it would be really interesting that if you kept them, even if you ship them back home, that at some point in the future to have them numbered on the back or something and go through a progression and see how things have changed.
Yeah. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But yeah, so other than that, Drew hit the highlights. We've hosted a couple meals at this point in time. So we hosted on Sunday night, and we hosted on Friday night, and we went to dinner at my brother's house and Wednesday, and had dinner with him and Sarah Jo and Hannah, and that was a lot of fun. And we met their puppy Cece, who is she is the cutest little potato, or big potato. Love her. She's got the biggest grin. It's so adorable. So yeah, it's been good. Lake Tobesofkee is a little bit different than Cloudland Canyon. So
it's definitely way more city RV park than where our ultimate goals are.
Oh yeah.
But it does have geographical proximity going for it.
It does, yeah. So the lake has been pretty, and Ella has enjoyed the smells. But I really am looking forward to getting south, and I can't wait to get to Bear Lake, and even beyond there, and really getting to kind of BLM land. I'm really excited about that, but I've thoroughly enjoyed spending time with Andy and Sarah and Hannah. It's been fun. Hannah's a cool kid. I don't envy her being in high school. I don't miss that. While I did have really good friends in high school, it made it a lot better. I think that's crucial. I don't envy those days. I'm thankful that I'm an adult now, for sure. What was your favorite part this week?
I mean, once again, just seeing family.
Yeah.
So I mean, that was really the highlight, was getting to hang out with them.
Yeah.
It's kind of hilarious. You posted a picture online of me and Andy walking out of the woods with an axe over my shoulder, and that was a gift from my brother for my birthday, and so I got to put that to use, as well as actually the kindling splitter that I have from him. And so we had a really nice campfire, and that was fun.
That was fun. That was a lot of fun. I've enjoyed that as well. I've enjoyed kind of slowing down. It forces you to slow down. Drew and I were talking about it on a walk today, that like we kind of thought we would be up and at 'em much earlier doing this, and we're not. Like, we have a routine. Like,
We're up early during the work week.
we are.
But getting up early on off days is not really happening.
No.
But we're able to step out the door and immediately like hit a trail, and
Yeah.
that's pretty cool.
It is really cool. So this park in particular has a lot of like bike trails that can also be hiked, and then it just has a lot of like walking areas, and so that's nice. So it's been good. It's a lot more geared towards boats, obviously, because it's a big lake.
Yeah, a lot of people out there fishing.
Yeah. So it's kind of fun.
And it is still very much off season.
It is very off season. And we've had a wide range of temperatures, but
All the way from 70 something
yeah,
down to below freezing.
yes.
So yeah.
The 70 something day was a day that Ella and I sat outside on a blanket. She chewed on a bully stick. I think I ended up watching something on my phone or painting, and Drew, you may have come out and watched a webinar at some point in time at the picnic table, like while he was working, and it was just a great day because it was bright and sunny.
It was
and
actually
warm.
It was actually really pleasant. I had
Yeah.
an hour and a half long webinar that I had to be on for work, that I wasn't talking or anything. I was just learning about a new law, and so I sat out in the sun at the picnic table and listened. Hi there, Ella. And it was kind of great.
Hi, Ella. How you doing, girl? I think Ella has settled in pretty well. She started using the bunk, but she only uses it as another location. But she doesn't really sleep there.
She does for like the first half of the night.
Yeah. So she has alternative beds now. I still have to make her a princess bed every night.
I don't think you have to. I think you choose to.
Wow. I don't want to take away her princess bed if she likes her princess bed. So, yeah, that's kind of the update for this week. We're doing well. We're still alive and kicking. We're getting better at figuring out what we can and cannot cook and store in the camper.
Yeah, we've done a lot of organizational type stuff. Oh, and one other modification to the camper. We got around to putting the stickers that we have accumulated from places that we have been onto it. And so that was kind of awesome.
That was fun. So, but yeah, so this next week we'll be spending getting ready for the next part of our journey and trying to get as much time in with Andy and Sarah and Hannah before we hit the road. And maybe we'll get to see Mom and Dad if they make it down this way before we hit the road, if everything works out. If not, I'm sure we'll see them somewhere along the way. But I think that's the update for this week. We hope everybody's doing well, and yeah, it's been a good week.
Yep.
Low key, but good. Really, it's just been nice to see Andy and everybody.
Yeah, that has been really nice, and just to kind of have a chill week. So it's something that we are getting used to. All the different routines and processes and everything else, and being in this location for 2 weeks, so we're here next week as well, is really nice, because it means that today we're not driving anywhere. We can just kind of chill out and explore the area and do a few things.
Yep. So we'll do another one of these next week, but until then,